Hope you remember in future, each day for the next week, you'll spend an hour cleaning out the toilets, deducted from your painting time. Now get going.
Hi.
Hi. Jeez, it's good to see you, Dor. When you didn't answer my letters and that, I thought that... Well, what did you want to see me about anyway?
Oh, well, nothing really. I just wanted some advice about my house, you know?
What about your house?
Well, there's this guy who wants to buy it, and I just wanted to talk it over with somebody.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's up?
Yeah, well, it just seems to me like you need some legal advice.
Yeah, I suppose I do.
So maybe you should be talking to a lawyer.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, well, can't you afford one or something?
You know I can, Kevin.
Look, Dor, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, well, what have you got to be sorry about? It wasn't my idea to see you in the first place. It was Lizzie's, and I just went along with it.
Well, if that's all I mean to you, then I am bloody sorry.
Don't you think you two ought to take a breather?
No, Mrs. Jackson. Can I go back to work now?
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I don't care if I never see you again.
Yeah, well, that's fine with me.
Come in. Oh, good morning, Jim.
Mrs. Davison.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, you know, it really wasn't necessary for you to...
Yes, I realise that, Mrs. Davison, but I would rather be working.
Well, we still have the same amount of problems, I'm afraid. Judy Bryant arrives back today and, well, apart from that, everything's much the same as when you left. Excuse me. Yes?
There's another visitor for Doreen Anderson. I've already told him that she's had her quota for the week.
Who is it?
Harry Bone, a representative of Mr. Westmore.
Well, that's a legal matter. I suppose he'd better see her.
It's got nothing to do with the court appearance.
Show him through, Miss Bennet, and explain we can't make a habit of it.
Very well.
Is something the matter, Miss Bennet?
Well, it's just that I've got the rosters to do today and the monthly requisitions to finalise.
Phone through to Jock Stewart in Block B and ask him to attend to Mr. Bone. Really, sometimes I don't know whether it's me or this place. I'm sorry, that wasn't a very encouraging welcome.
Well, business as usual, I see.
Jock Stewart, wouldn't you have been colleagues at Pentridge?
Yes, I know the name. Might jog my memory when I see him.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He seems to be quite efficient.
Well, I might as well get started then.
Oh, I have to go out this morning for about an hour.
Fine. Just let me know.
Sit down, love. I'm Harry Bone. Call me Harry. Mr. Westmore sent me. We got a problem, Doreen. We want to give you a large sum of money, right? Very large sum indeed.
Yeah, well, Mr. Westmore said that he'd give me a couple of days, you know, to make up my mind.
Oh, sure he did, love. Sure he did. But you see, this client of ours, he's a kind of high-powered sort of individual, and he's giving us problems. So to get this settled once and for all, I'm going to offer you 100 big ones.
100,000?
That's right, love. Can't get much fairer than that, right? Some buyers got to be out of their skulls.
He must want it real bad.
Real bad, love. But 100's the limit, and he wants the answer right now. Here's the contract. You see 100,000 typed in there. All you got to do is sign it. There you go.
My fiancé.
What about him, Doreen?
Well, he said that he would be making some inquiries.
While your fiancé's making inquiries, our client's going to be viewing other properties, love. Oh, well, you might be able to sell the house for 60,000, but then you'd be 40,000 out of pocket, wouldn't you? I mean, is that sense?
I've got to talk to Kevin.
Kevin, huh? Doreen, this deal means a lot to us. A lot of money. Big bread. The ladies, eh? Hard getting them to make up their minds. We're serious, Doreen. Real serious. This might be your only chance.
That's it for today.
Tell Mr. Westmore I'll let him know in a couple of days, just like I promised him.
If it's still there, Doreen.
You just hang on, sir. I'll send an officer to escort you out. He wouldn't be a salesman by any chance, would he?
What?
Oh, nothing. You know, with all the visitors you've been getting lately, you must be quite an important wee lady, hmm?
Could I see Mr. Reed, please? Well, I just didn't like him, Mr. Reed.
Didn't like who?
That bloke, the bloke from Mr. Westmore, the one who's trying to buy my house. They offered me $100,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, yesterday it was only 85.
Have you discussed this with Kevin?
Oh, yeah, and we had a fight and that's all off. What do you think I should do, Mr. Reed?
No, it has to be your decision, Doreen.
Yeah, but you're supposed to help people.
You'll have to make up your own mind on this one.
Yeah, but $100,000, what am I going to do with $100,000? Suppose I could go round the world. Yeah, and I could take Lizzie. Hey, that's what I could do. And we could see Hollywood and Disneyland and drive past Robert Redford's house. I could do whatever I wanted. Oh, thanks, Mr. Reed.
Hold it, Doreen. Look, part of making up your mind is thinking things through.
But I've thought it through.
All right, what happens when you get back from your world trip and you've seen Hollywood and you spend all your money? The house is security.
Don't you think I should sell the house?
I just want you to think it through, Doreen.
But I asked you what I should do, and you wouldn't tell me. Oh, this is what always happens. Any time anything happens to me, people always say, work it out for yourself. And then it's just more problems. Well, I'm sick of it.
A reception. Could you get in touch with Kevin Burns and have him ring me as soon as possible, please? It's very urgent.
Yes, I've got that. Right.
There's a list of your personal belongings. If you could check it and sign, please.
Right. You know, I'm getting used to this. Well, I can't say I really enjoy it very much.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm not doing too many knee bends yet, but I think I'm going to be okay.
Well, according to the sister here, your medical's just a formality.
Well, I haven't been playing up too much, have I?
I'm back.
Oh, hello, Bryant.
You've made a remarkable recovery.
I sure have, Mrs. Davidson. You know, Captain Barton's been real good to me.
He phoned to say he'd be in later to see you.
Oh, that's real good.
Oh, Mrs. Davidson, the department called while you were out. Mr. Douglas. He wants to see you this afternoon. He said it's urgent and it's about Kerry Vincent.
Thank you.
Judy! Hey, don't move too suddenly.
I'm not going to fall apart, you know. They have stitched me back together again.
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you, too.
You know, at times in here on my own, I get so depressed. Women in here have been rotten to me, Jude. Miss Bennett's got me collecting garbage.
Oh, well, never mind. I'm back now. Everything's going to be okay. Hey, I brought you something. Something special.
I'll get it.
Thanks. Violet crumble. Remember how you used to love them?
Yeah. I remember that day in the botanical gardens, just after we met. For a whole day, nothing to eat but violet crumbles. Now you're the only person in the world I can trust now, Jude.
You know, honey, when I was in hospital, I realized just how important trust is. I don't know what I would have done without Captain Barton.
That guy from the Salvos. We've never needed people like that before.
Oh, please, Sharon.
It's your business, I suppose. It's just people who try and sneak into your good books and fill you up with religion.
Look, I don't want to talk about that, okay? I saw that new girl when I was coming in. What's her name?
Kerry. The one that sucks up to the screws the whole time. Well, she's a bitch.
Oh, sometimes, you know, you're a bit unfair on people.
Yeah, and what would you know? You haven't been here. She reckons she's an artist. Got the screws falling over themselves being nice to her.
Special time off work for a painting, a special light in a cell, special visitors.
Well, that's her good luck, isn't it?
And why shouldn't it be the same for everybody? Why's Miss Bennett got a knife into me?
Honey, do you know that if you tried to be nicer to people, you might get along better?
Nice? The rotten bags in here. You don't see them trying to be nice to me.
Oh.
I would have expected a little sympathy from you.